Hi everybody, part 54, Skyward Sword for the Wii. There may have been some slight recording issues with the last part, but I've restarted everything, so I'm doing this straight after. So hopefully we'll all be alright. So let's talk to Impa. At last, I've been expecting you. You are doubtless overwhelmed. So I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. Oh. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. Why? What's in there? It is there the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Aww. Zelda! Yay. You've come so far. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've travelled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. He decided to try force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans to set them both into motion. One is most surprised. First, she created Fi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single person, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made the sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by the gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured out by now, haven't you? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. Aww. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statue located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past. Just like you do in Breath of the Wild. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he is more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here this time and in this time and place to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returned to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. The goddess created fire and the great blade she's passed of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against demise in this monstrous form, the form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that. Oh, so that was only fight 2, so have I got one more to do then? Ugh. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power of the gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Cool. Aww. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. Yay! The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, draw your sword. Got a pen and piece of paper? That's the tune when you take the sword out of the pedestal and Ocarina of Time. Yay! The goddess has blessed your blade. The Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mystical power to drive back demons, and only DOH may wield it. Cool. He is the defender of Hyrule. Before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is the symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, you will have the power to vanquish demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortals beings of this land. Which brings us back to you. To face demise and bring back hope back to the land, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That is you. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all this. But you have to understand, this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favour. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I am prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. I can't say it enough. I'm sorry for the way I had involved you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy duty. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. Well, it's true that I am highly reborn. I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake. So I'm going to ask you a favour, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come and wake me up? Promise. Oh. It's so sad. I see you said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her here. Now go and fulfill your destiny. Well, if what Zelda said is true, and I've put it back twice, that means there's still one more battle to go against Demise. So that annoying one I found annoying just now, I didn't think was too bad. That's because it wasn't the annoying one I was thinking of. Damn it. Stupid game. Oh well, we'll see. So you've returned. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish Demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All of the clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. You have likely come to some conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, find the Triforce. Hold up. There's something I've got to tell you. So Zelda, how'd you up? Was she okay when you saw her? Actually. That's terrible, it's got to be so hard for the poor gal. But you're going to do something about this mess, right? I've made my mind up. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah. I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing all right. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess. But don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. What about your loft wing, though? Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one beast of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten this place up a little too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It was weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favour and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Carolyn and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy. Thanks, bud. Hehe. Ah. Right. Get the birds! With the bug net. There it is. Birds, get the birds, get the birds. Gotta get the birds. Get the birds. Slowly. Get the birds. Missed. Ah! Boogers. Ah. Oh well. Which I'm gonna put up with the whole, you got a feather! Like, I know! Owl statue. Is there an owl statue around here? That way. I'm sure there was a log thing I can use. Yeah, let's just use that in a minute. There it is. Ah, that'll do. Cool. To the sky. Yes. Cool. I'm guessing soon we'll have to do the whole Levias bit. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Yay! Right then. Do, do. Yay. Do I have enough money? Oh no, I think I needed... How much did I need for Beedle's heart piece? Let's have a look. Come back, Beedle. Yeah, that'll do. Let's see if... Because I think there is a point where you... If you go back to his island, he gives you a quest. Go and buy 1600. I thought it was 1600, but I couldn't remember if it was 1600 including the other item I needed to buy beforehand to get the heart to appear. But oh, goody, full health. That's right then. Let's see if he's got his quest. It's a shame you can't fly at night. No, not yet. It's going to right there, old bug. I'm going to these to give me cracking shape, huh? Fun. Oh, there's a doobie-doo in there. Cool. I think we've got to go in there soon anyway for the Levias goodness. Morning. Morning. Do. See what we can do. Let's check if we've got any upgrades we can sort out. Probably not. Oh, what's he got? What's he want? I haven't seen the fortune teller much these days. I know his crystal ball got broken, right? I just hope he's not sitting at home kicking himself for not foreseeing this. Ha! Would you mind running over and checking in on him? His house is on the eastern edge of Skyloft. Yeah, alright then. Scrabble treating you. Upgrade! Okay. Bluebird feather. 5? Oh. Go on then, let's go see the blokey bloke. Eastern side of town, I think they said. Potion shop, scrap shop, gear peddler. Pipit. Gear Peddler Rupin. Insects. Oriel, Item Check, Kukiel, Piper, Bazaar. So where is he then? Potion, that's the potion shop, scrap shop. Gear Peddler. Pipit. It just said eastern side. So I guess if we just go to the... Am I going the right way? Yeah. Pipers. Oh, Beetle's Airshop. Oriel and Paro. Plaza, Light Tower, Graveyard, Pipit, Scrap Shop. Oh, Sparring Hall. Let's just have a look, see if one of these is it. No. Gear Peddler. Scrap shop. Potion shop. Done that one. Not around there, is he? Nope. That's where Betrow is. Huh. Pipit. That'll work. Cool. What's that one? Kukiel. I don't know. I have to Google it. Potion shop, Pipit gear. I don't know. I'll probably Google it. So we'll leave part 54 there. Thanks for joining me. Join me in the next one, where we'll hopefully find the item shop, not the item shop, the fortune teller. See what's up with him, and do some other stuff as well. So join me then. Bye.